The BlackBerry Z10 just arrived at our office, and since we are already a bit late with this one, let's get right down to business. Inside the retail package, there's the Z10 itself, alongside a USB cable, some headphones, a charger for both US and European sockets, and some paperwork. The Z10 feels a lot better than the Storm and the Touch. It has a 4.2-inch WXGA screen with a pixel density of 355 ppi and no gimmicky click technology. The screen relies on traditional haptic feedback methods and has good contrast and colors. The design of the phone is minimal, an advantage for serious business phones, but there's nothing missing. The back panel, which is made of a nicely patterned plastic, is removable, and below it sits a 1800 mAh battery along with the micro SIM and micro SD card slots. Around the sides of the BlackBerry Z10, there are the micro USB and micro HDMI ports, a volume rocker with a play pause button in the middle, and a 3.5mm audio jack. The power lock key is the only button on the top. You don't actually need this key to unlock the phone though, you can just swipe up on the screen even if it's off. The BlackBerry Z10 packs an 8-megapixel camera with Full HD video recording. The time shift feature, courtesy of Scalado, snaps a burst of shots and lets you pick the best shot for each individual face. There's a 2-megapixel front-facing camera as well. It can shoot 720p video and comes in handy when using BBM's video chat, which also allows you to share what's on your screen. The phone itself is not very compact for a device with a 4.2-inch screen, but it's comfortable in hand and easy enough to pocket. The BlackBerry Z10 weighs about the same as an iPhone 4S and has a nice solid feel to it. The BlackBerry platform has always been heavily focused on messaging, and its BlackBerry 10 release makes no exception. The hub is useful for gathering all your texts in one place. To enter that, you simply swipe up and right. You can simply swipe up to switch between apps or check message counters, and swipe a bit to the right to peek into the hub and see if the new message is important or if it can wait. In the hub, you'll find all of your work and personal messages, including BBM, Facebook, and Twitter messages. You can respond to these messages from the same screen and even check your agenda. Of course, all that messaging requires a good keyboard. And while the BlackBerry Z10 doesn't have the company's famous hardware QWERTY, its on-screen keyboard is very advanced. It predicts what you're typing and even guesses your next word before you start typing it. The suggestions appear on the frets between the keys, and you can swipe them up into the message. The keyboard can offer suggestions for up to 3 languages at once and scans your messages from the last week to learn how you type, much like SwiftKey. It will also learn where you hit each key and adjust itself to minimize incorrect keystrokes. Messaging aside, the BlackBerry Z10 packs a dual-core Crate processor and 2 GB of RAM and can easily handle multiple apps running at the same time. A swipe up brings you to the card-based app switcher, similar to what we've seen from Jala. It keeps up to 8 cards. As you can probably tell by now, the BlackBerry 10 interface depends heavily on gestures, and they work great on the 4.2-inch screen of the Z10. In the hub, a long press on an item brings out additional options, similar to the Charms menu in Windows 8. The Z10 also offers a notification area similar to Android, which offers quick toggles inside. When you open a specific application, it offers application-specific toggles instead.